Jill. I don't even know if I have everything hooked up and ready. I'm so excited. I've had to do all the grown up stuff this morning, which still I have to find a better way. I said adult. I usually be like, oh, I do all the adulting, and then some people will be like, oh, so you're in the adult film industry. Um, dad joke. What do you want from me? Um, but I have Merlin now. Hold up, let me get my. I see. I don't even got my projection up. None of that. My projector up or any of that. I'm stupid excited. This morning I was doing some work on I speak English words. I swear to God I do. My brain is in a is in a different language right now. So this morning I had two seals. I used those to engrave two armor. Got a G worth of star fragments. Made those three pulls because I was like, let me do these three pulls right now. I don't know why I decided to do it that way. Let me do these three pulls right now, and then I will. Hey, what are you doing? And then I'll go do the grown up stuff, and then come back and stream later. Except that's the exact moment when I pulled Merlin, and because I'd already made the promise to myself that I was gonna wait and do this random course on risk management first. Got to stick to your promises. Got to stick to your commitments, right? So I did, and now we're here. I did the slightest of slightest work on Merlin this morning when after I pulled her. Log in. Wait, what's going on? Okay, cool. I hate that they still have this bug going on. Like, what is the deal? All right, so fix the camera first. So no, I got Merlin. I'm so happy. Let's see. So first, we'll just grab these randos here. Also, side note, the homegirl Cece noticed that I mentioned her name in a video, and I was like, yeah, I did, and I'll do it again. So this is me doing it again. Number one. Number two. It was in the context of the anime series Fire Force, which I just finished. Finished Fire Force, finished Kaiju number 8, finally. I don't know why that took me so long. And I started and finished Gachi Okuta same day. That series is amazing. I downloaded the manga right after that too. It was same 24-hour period. Like it was done. It was done. I started the day before yesterday, finished it yesterday. I love that series. One of my favorites already. Anyway, I said I would bring her up. So I'm vamping right now when others join. Hopefully they will, because I'm starting at an awkward time for a lot of people that usually watch me. Hopefully they will. And then she has some things I need to ask questions about with regards to anime series. So we'll get into that. And just so we can already. Yep. All right, so we will allow some time to go by before we get too deep into it. For the moment, right now, what I'm doing is going to be looking through her masteries. What other things can I kidnap from? Oh, the other issue I ran into was through my boredom, I was crafting weapons, using my platinum, not haphazardly, but like not exactly conserving it either. So I did already create her grimoire. I'm gonna have to level that up. Black Flame Wings wand. I have this from. I want to say I took it from Daisy, I believe. And then this Breath of Glory staff was actually supposed to go on Elaine. And I crafted it last night. It just so happened that I pulled Merlin this morning. Elaine never touched this one. Never touched this staff. So Elaine never touched this staff. pause. So yeah. I'm gonna have to work on. I got one of her sets of armor. Did that immediately. Geared her up with the other armor pieces. I did do a little bit this morning, I guess. Procrastination from the stuff that you're supposed to be doing. And now I've unlocked the masteries to a degree where I had 3.5 million in gold. I'm down to 306. So I unlocked all the masteries up to level 4 so I could just go ahead and complete what needs to be completed. And I'm just gonna do this as I talk now. And that way, when it comes down to it, it'll all be done. The masteries will all be done. I'll have her potential. Let's do the exchange because I have that now. Thank you, exchange. I need what, 5 of them things? There we go. We'll do that. Probably a lot more than 5 now. Think about it. Let's just. I'm gonna need more than these 8 as well. I'm still gonna come up short. So I need to go ahead and salvage some of this, which is the magic fragment. Don't even know why I bothered looking. Magic is the one that makes sense. All right. So, and of course, no exchange for either of these. So we're going to have to go hunt those masteries. On to the next one. We only have the first layer here. We are going to have to go at so many elite bosses. And I am so happy that they reduced the cooldown times on those bosses resetting. I'm so happy. Because having to do that right now, we're having to do that right now would be, I mean, you do it, but it'd be a pain. My neck hurts just thinking about it. All right, so we're gonna go attack a few of the elite bosses while using Merlin. Get used to our kid a little bit. I think we're going to use the, well, not even think. I know we're going to use the Grimoire because that's what I'm going to need to use when I go into the raid a bit. She seemed like she was a monster in there. So as I'm learning her, I will use her to fight these elite bosses. Okay, so let's go to this monster drop right over. Let's complete the 2s. Actually, this is the salvage part. So we need to salvage 18 well, 10. We need to salvage 10 of these low quality magic fragments. All right, let's do that. Okay. Oh, the wrong thing immediately. Salvage. Uncommon magic fragments. Whoa. These are the uncommon ones, right? And if I do 2 of them, let's say 4, that should be enough for me to get 18. Ah. All right. Back. Anyway, all right, so let's go back. Hero. And then we complete this. And I'm noticing now that those things became present again. Now as I use those up. Will you stop it? There we go. Huh? Wait a minute. Huh? Wait a minute. Are my eyes just that bad? I mean, they must be. So I'm going to need 27 plus another 36, which puts me at 63, right? So I need 63 of those. Oof. Okay, we're starting to get to a delicate situation. This is where those who are free to play and who like to hoard different things, they're gonna have an advantage. All right, so oh, it's gonna hurt so much. Doing 4 got me 20. I have to do 12 to get to 60 under that assumption. We're gonna have to do a lot of fights. So I need to do 1 more. Oof. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. These resources. My impatience is going to bite me so hard. All right. It's going to bite me so hard. And now I'm almost out of those feathers, so we got to go fight this bird. Oof. All these problems. Let's just go ahead and do that. Get it over with. I don't even need to track them. I just need to teleport there. Warp there. I know exactly where you are. All right. So we will go into this first battle with Merlin. I'm going to run the Cole team. I think they're already loaded up, right? Yeah. So with this team, basically, we are going to use Jericho as the sub DPS, even though she has the lance and she's not supposed to have the lance. How dare you? You made me look like a fool. But not even. We can't build the burst gauge up or anything, so we're just gonna have to deal with this person. Deal with this thing. She's, for someone who's not leveled up, she's not doing bad. All right. Yay, end of view. All right, let's go ahead and do this. You're going to regenerate basically immediately, and I need to change some aspects of my team before I can let you do that. Boop. I don't think we can go to team from here, right? So let's do it here. We go to team. Why she have her lance ready? You know damn well nobody cares about your lance. All right. Hero details while we're in here, may as well do it. Mastery. Switch over. There's one completed. Huh? Yeah. All right. Someone completed there. Over. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's not what's up. We're going to go gather these, which will then meet my requirement for my daily missions. And warp. All right. I don't know why I'm flying over there. Like running wouldn't have been just the same. But it is what it is. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna need more of these eventually. Where you at? Where you at? So we might as well do it real fast. Just go gather these other ones real quick. Goomba. I don't know why I said that. Goomba. In German, Goomba is Swiss German for jump, depending on the region. Sorry. All right. Because now that I think about it, me saying that word could be misinterpreted as something completely different. All right. That's 201 away. Let's go ahead and finish up these masteries right here. Well, not finish, but do the next steps in the masteries. You, yes. You, yes. All right, cool. We're set there. So we're going to go all the way back to her grimoire and see what we need to do to complete this third level. We got to beat this melody woman, this spirit that I still don't like, albeit much easier now. Bet. Oh no, Kiwi. It's 7 deadly sins. Everybody when they first step into it, those are the first two things that they say. That it's either Genshin or what is it? WOW? No, WW. Worthering, which I looked at playing and decided to not do it. But apparently there are more than a few similarities. So I think with this one, it is, are you a fan of the lore? So then, yeah, we got a game for you that's in that realm of Genshin Impact, Genshin Impact, and Worthering. Wuthering Waves? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Because to be fair, I had never heard of that game before starting to play this one. Genshin Impact I had. Or yeah, that one I'd heard of before, but the other one not so much. No, their trees look like it got some. The trees look like. You know what? To that. Okay. And I'm asking this question legitimately. I know that, you know, not to discredit the developers or anything else or people who are creating these games, but there has to be a repository of like trees and rocks and castles and stuff that people would use. Yeah. And stuff that people would use in order to make these games, right? Like they're not designing them from the ground up every time. Like, why wouldn't Netmarble have a library of, yo, if you're trying to build this, this, or this, we got it in this repository. Amend it, you can change it up a bit, but this is where you go to get your template or whatever in case you need a start off point. Because building it from scratch every time, that would just seem stupid, right? Random tangent. I know I'm weird, but oh, there you are again already. That was fast. Oh, and that didn't do a dadgum thing. All right, Jericho, we need you. We need you. And then we'll bring in Meliodas just for the efficiency. Oh, that was the efficiency wasn't necessary. She okay. She handled that whole efficiency issue efficiently. Okay. Now we will go up. Go ahead and get the masteries on. Hmm. You. I played Wuthering and Genshin, but no more than 10 plus hours, so I don't know that much. Okay. So the second you stepped in, you just weren't into it, just not your bag. All right. Let's beat you one more time. Because I'm not sure that we won't need more of those. Yeah, we're gonna need more of those. 2, 4, 8. I need another 12. And then obviously here. Oh, wait, no. So I need 12. If I get 4 per each, then that's 3 times I need to defeat you. All right, here we go. But again, even at world level 4, higher levels, this regeneration thing is amazing. The slow cooldown on the spawn times, respawn times is great. I will always be, man, please look at that. The new Time Space Junction 6 got me pulling my hair. What's up, Prince? At least you're there. I still haven't touched who's it? Time Space Junction 1. Not in any serious way. I've looked at it. I've been like, that looks cool. I've walked in without any strategy and been like, okay, you beat me a lot and very hard and very fast. All right. And then yeah. Then I move on. I haven't really like attacked it yet, which I really need to do. However, I will be honest, I am more interested in attacking the raids. For some reason, there's not like any real reason or preference. I even heard someone mention that the actual armor you get from it sucks. But I'm more interested in that if I'm being real. I know I should do Time Space Junction. I know I should. I know I should. I play NFS Heat, and once human, I just started playing games from 2 months back after I recovered from him. Oh well, I'm happy that you're recovering successfully from your health issues. Wishing you all the best without prying. Um, but yeah, I'm glad you're recovering on that. And so you're playing NFS. Oh, Need for Speed. Sorry. I was still thinking in the realm of, oh, I've actually lost some life against this terrible thing that we're fighting. Um, so then console, I'm guessing PlayStation, NFS, and trying to work your way slowly but surely back into the realm of gaming. So I'm trying to find which games I like. I would, okay, we're going to come back to that in a minute because I'll give you a billion to try. I'm not saying you'll like any of them because I don't know you like that, but why not? What would you lose? I need a healing station desperately. The 5-piece from Raze is better than the 7-piece. I have 7-piece and really don't see much of a difference. I haven't heard that part specifically, but I did either. What's up, little Mac? How you doing, Mac? Um, I haven't heard that 7-5 division, or I might have missed it when somebody was saying it on the channel. Very possible. I haven't heard quite that division of it yet, but I have heard people be like the new armor pieces in the from the raid are not worth it. That's what I've heard. Not the ones that you use to engrave armor, but the other ones, the ones that you actually get as a reward. Because I was confusing that with the Abyss challenge for the corrupted golem. That armor is used to create to engrave the armor for Merlin. I have 550 RTX laps. I play on it. Okay. Um, wait. So which Need for? Because the last time I did Need for Speed, well, my favorite Need for Speed was well, Most Wanted, the old school one for PlayStation 1. But it was Underground or Underground 2. That was the last time I was like in it like that for real. And that was years ago. And we would soup up our cars and run from the cops. And that was fun. Everybody, fun for all the boys and girls. Even people who did not want a game wanted to try to run from the cops on that game. And it was so much fun. Because then there wasn't the risk of melanin being an issue. It was awesome. It was so much fun. Maybe I have this game in my library. Okay, well, I'll say this. So from the perspective of somebody who potentially has like medical bills and is wanting to play but not spending a lot of money, I would recommend some of the free to play games that you can get on console, PlayStation 5, or play mobilely. Bleach Soul Resonance is another game I cover on here. You could go ahead and play that mobile. It doesn't have a console. This Seven Deadly Sins Origin is console and mobile, free to play as well. I just had one. Neverness to Everness was another game that I really, really enjoyed playing. I haven't had a chance to touch it in a while, but it's very good. However, these games that I'm listing right now are like anime based games. So if you're not, well, Neverness to Everness is not, but it has that vibe. It tells a story. It's very RPG slash hero collector like this one is. Bleach based off of the anime series Bleach, obviously, and then this one based off of Seven Deadly Sins. Less obvious because that anime series, well, the first two seasons were amazing. The third one sucked. I just have to be fair. I say that every single time. I just have to be fair. But yeah, so could recommend those. 5 pieces worth it in my opinion, but not the 7 piece. Okay, cool. My mom tried it and now she is also a fan of NF. It's a fun game. I did no lie, it's a fun game. It is fun. Whenever it's like one of those I would consider those to be, and this is gonna sound, I guess, maybe weird, relaxing games where it is you have a goal, you can build something, but it's not such that you have to be totally immersed and watch content creators to find all the hidden stuff. You can still enjoy it 100% as is. I love those games. Um, and they have a low barrier of entry. So, like in the aspect of your mom, it's not that she needs to figure out how to use 75 different rotations and combinations to use it. She can just hop in, play with you, have a good time with you, and then, she'll retain the information. The longer you play, the better you get, of course, but you can participate. Like you can get in and have some fun and run around in it a bit or drive around in it for a bit. So that's cool. I'm glad y'all are enjoying that together. That's nice. Really, really nice. Reminds me, rest in peace to my mom. Reminds me of when I took my mom to go see Spider Man. I was 16 and I was like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna ask you, do you want to come see? She let me go to the midnight showing. I was in high school and she was like, I was like, look, Mom, I'm just asking. She was stern, not strict. Does that make sense? She was strict, but it wasn't like in a angry kind of way. It was like, we got rules. You got to be home by this time on the weekdays. You got to be home by this time on the weekends. Don't test it. Okay, cool. And I never really wanted to. And this time I was like, there's a midnight showing of Spider-Man. Can I go? And it was on a school night too. And my mom was like, all right, but you're gonna be home by 2. And I was like, yeah. She's like, your grades. But then I was like, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. It won't. I promise, I promise, I promise. She let me go with my friends. It was, I'll never forget that. And the thing I remember about the movie the most was me and my homie Stevie and Jose just like outside of the theater before walking into the special screening and just chilling, just having a good time. I remember that part the most. And so then I was like, I really liked the movie a lot. And I was like, the last time I went with my mom to a movie for real, where it was like, I'm sharing something from me to her, was like the Ninja Turtles movie in 1989 when we were 6. We had seen other movies. Well, no, Beauty and the Beast too, actually. But I think my mom, no, I think I convinced her to see that one as well. But anyway, it had been some time. I was a child, right? This one was I'm 16 and 16-year-old boys, kind of pull away from their mothers at a certain point, and I was like, you know what? I got a part-time job. Mom, I want to take you on a date. Let's go to a movie. And we went and saw Spider-Man, and she was glowing. I love that moment that I got to share with her. She was absolutely ecstatic about it. And she said it was a good movie. I don't believe her for 1 second that she thought it was, no, Spider-Man 1. It was the first Spider-Man. I don't believe her for 1 second that she she may have been like, this is good and whatever, but not a chance on this planet that she would have gone without her son being like, this was her 16-year-old son saying, Mom, let's go hang out and go watch a movie. Of course she was going to say yes. As a father now of a 19, he's about to be 19, and a 9-year-old, hey, Dad, let's go see, done. Let's go. I don't care. What is it? But I don't care. We can go see Devil Wears Prada 2. I had no plans on it, but sure. I have no desire. I'm going to hate every piece of that movie, but my daughter wants me to go, so we finna go. My son asked me to go, so you want front, middle, back? I'll cover the. I'll cover everything. Don't worry about it. So like I get that perspective of it, and I'm glad I had that moment. All that to say, I'm happy that you get to have that moment with your mom of like playing Need for Speed. Enjoy those moments. They are precious, and the older you get, the more precious they become. So I talk a lot. I'm long-winded. Next on what you were saying. And actually, you know what's funny? Play if you ever played this for a bunch of moms, they're gonna be like, I like that guy. He is a good guy. You should listen to him. My exams end on the 20th, so I'll try this game to play. Okay, cool. And actually, that shows your mom is doing it right. Don't start any new games until your exams are done. I've made that mistake before and be like, why did I do this? I know myself better than this. Why did I even think it was okay for me to go over here and play this game like I was going to be responsible? What's wrong with me? Anyway, I've been playing the NBA The Run. Really? Okay. I've never, is that a Mac? Is that a like an Android Apple phone game? Because I did start playing this game called Baseball Clash, and it's a straight up just fun style arcade baseball game. There is no, I can't even make content for it because all it's gonna be is you reacting to me like swinging at a changeup over and over again and missing the same change up every time. But like, is it something along those lines, like a mobile game, or is it on a console or PC? I sub, so after 20, I'll be I'm down. Go for it. Go for it. We will see you as a more regular contributor in about 3 days. And good luck on the exams too. Stay focused. Stay focused. But you're welcome to stay and chill for the ambiance and the vibes if you want to. Or unless we're going to be too distracting. It's new on PS5. Reminds me of old school basketball. It's not free to play though. Although I will say, PlayStation 5 has come out with a gang of like free to play games where it's like, I get what you guys are doing. You're taking the mobile model, and I'm sure it's making you more money, but thank you at the same time for like this one is a free to play game. And I think even 10 years ago, they wouldn't have got a budget to make a game at this scale to be free to play. But once you see the numbers that mobile games generate as free to play, it's stupid. So it's not free to play. Man, I could hope. I could hope. I could hope. I guess I'll have to go buy it. It's called NBA Run. Is that what you said it was called? Because that's the kind of basketball game that my daughter and I could play together to get her into those types of games. Albeit my son is more chill, was more chill with the gaming stuff. My daughter gets way too intense. She has this competitive streak in her. And my son did play sports or plays sports like keeper and goalie, and he's very intense into it too. My daughter is on a different level of competition. Like she is. There were times where I was like, I had to tell her, like, I can't let you play this because you are losing your mind and I'm worried you're about to hurt yourself in my home. Like, and like, not like you are so outlandish right now that I'm afraid you're going to bump and hurt yourself on something. I need you to sit down. She's gotten older and we've gravitated more towards like RPGs and action games that don't require as much competition. At least I've pushed her that way. I might reopen the door for that, but she is a, put it this way, the NBA run game is not couch co-op, which sucks. The NBA, the run game is that kind of competitive stuff where I'm like, we're dancing on the line right now, and I want to encourage her competitive spirit and everything, but you gotta like, I'm gonna need you to reel it in just a smidge. The emotion is fine. The outward display that you sometimes exhibit needs to be checked just a minute so you don't break something, okay? She is the type where I think if I got her, she's not this, but I could see it. It is in her to like fully break a controller. My son, not that issue. He'd be upset, he'd be mad, or whatever. I could see her fully just taking a controller and bashing it through a flat screen TV, being like, the game is cheating, this is bullshit. You know, like she has that competitive spirit in her, like it's there. So we gotta make sure she screams into a pillow instead of like literally jumping up and down and screaming in front of the TV. She was like 6 doing that stuff, and I was like, "Bruh, we need to stop. We need to stop." All right, so do you know the Indonesian YT Lokar Gaming? No, he plays games on stream sometimes with his daughter. Therefore, I and my daughter, I'm hesitant to, and I'm glad he does. Fun. And my daughter and I have done like gaming stuff and recorded the videos, but they're just for us. Like we don't share it on YouTube. And she didn't want it, and I wasn't a big fan of her doing that anyway. Which again, no shade to anybody who does it. It's a parenting choice, and I'm not judging. You are having fun with your daughter online, and make your money. Hopefully, that money goes to her college fund, and she can buy a home for that when she hits X amount age and she decides to marry somebody, right? So, like, hopefully, that's a good source of multiple things for them, including priceless moments that you now have on video forever. That's you and your daughter that will be cherished, right? All the bonding and everything else. I'm just hesitant to do it. And my daughter actually was hesitant to do it as well. And so it was one of those like, I think I have her in one video from like, it has to be at least 5 years ago, where she's helping me select characters, react to characters from a game that I was doing gotcha pulls on. And it was cool and it was nice, but it was like, I don't know. It just made me uncomfortable. Like a personal preference thing. Again, no judgment to have fun with your kids and do whatever you can. So not judging that, but yeah. Yeah, to expose to social media early. And that's the exposure to it is, how do I put it? She's exposed to it in areas where there's control. It's that I don't want them to be exposed to her. Does that make sense? She is exposed to them. So like when she plays Roblox or something, she can spot when weirdos are on Roblox, y'all. She can spot when somebody's trying to get like personal information out of her. Like questions that they try to subtly ask, some of them not so subtle, and she'll immediately let me know, or her mom or her stepdad or whatever. Like she'll let us know what's going on, and be like, "Yo, what'd you do?" "Oh, I just said, oh, I'm from Miami," and then I hung up and I left or whatever. I say hung up. That's how old I am. I just left. I left that whole game or whatever. So she knows how to handle it. It's the them being exposed to her, if that makes sense. Because being on social media in this way, like I am, there are people who are going to comment, say negative stuff, terrible stuff. I'm 42 years old. I give a damn what anybody says or thinks about my content. I make it for me for fun. And if you like it, cool. If you don't, there's other content creators. There's a lot of us out here. You'll find somebody you like. But I don't want her to have like the ability to see somebody commenting on her. in that way, especially some of these twisted adults who want to tear down or, in other ways harm people. We just put it that way. Like, that's where my worry comes in a little bit. Yeah, I guess that's what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. That's where my worry comes in a lot. And I'm sure there's safeguards and stuff like that. So again, not a judgment of anybody else's choices with their kids, but I don't know. I'm just not comfortable. I'm just not comfortable. No, no, RB. They play Minecraft and those simple games and the games like which make that she's into Minecraft heavy. And I keep trying to encourage that from her because I don't like the Roblox. And I like Minecraft because I feel like it stimulates creativity. You're making your own world. You're like, engaged in something and building something. And she won't see this. So she always tries to show me something for Roblox, and it's very calculated what I'm doing. It's very, very calculated. Anytime she tries to show me something from Roblox, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Oh yeah, okay, it's cool, no, it's cool. Anytime she shows me anything from Minecraft, I'm like, oh, we got to take a video of this. Hold on, let me do screenshots. Let me do a screen video. Okay, now I even made her do like a video where she's walking through explaining everything because I want to encourage that creativity. Build your own world. Think up stuff. Anything. Do that. So finally got Merlin. That's what's up. So basically, let me go ahead and switch this over. So basically, I it was a teaching moment from my perspective where she was like, "Oh, it's a story about my daughter. There's no torrid details about something that was going on." So basically, she's sitting on the couch, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm cooking right now, so you're allowed to do some Minecraft or whatever. Have fun." All right, fine. I come back and she is trying not to, but I can see it in her eyes. She has this like quivering lip and like tears are like starting to form in her eyes. And she's like, I'm like, what's wrong, sweet? And she's like, I went so far and I lost it and I can't find where my thing. And she had built this entire complex for like almost like a Zootopia type thing. This entire complex for different animals and stuff. It was really, really cool. And she lost herself in the game in Minecraft. And she was on tears. Like she was devastated because she had spent so many hours, like over the course of days and weeks and whatever, whenever she would come over and I let her do it, building this whole world up. And she was devastated. And I smiled. And I was like, okay, come on, time out. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna ask Gemini, how do we get back to where you were and how do we get back to finding it? And so we got there, we figured it all out. And then right after it, when she got that little bit of relief, I was like, I know you're not going to want to hear this, but this is why I like Roblox. This is why I like Minecraft more than Roblox. You had a vested interest in something that you put your creative energy into and that you built yourself. And when you were faced with the idea of losing it, you were devastated. That means you invested something into it, right? Roblox, you don't remember what happened in that game 35 minutes later at all. I mean, you remember some of the stuff, but there's no investment. There's nothing that you built. The speed drawing thing is cool. I'll give them that. But like, there's nothing else that you really like created. There's no real if you were doing the Roblox and making your own game and that kind of stuff, which I know is possible, different, but you're not. You're over there just talking trash to people. So I like Minecraft because it created something that you found value in that exercised your creativity, and the idea of just losing that has you on the verge of tears. And I'd rather that 100 times over. You can play that game all you want to. Roblox, ban on my house. Every once in a while, she gets to use it. So like that whole creative process, that whole stimulating your brain into trying to solve a problem or figure out a solution or having an idea and making it come to fruition, that was the perfect moment of like, you're crying. Good. You're crying because it meant something. We found it. It's cool. It's all back. We saved everything. And I'm even going to make a backup of the backup of the backup just in case because I see how valuable it is to you. But that is what I was looking for. Or that's what I want. I already heard she ain't going to see No, see, yeah. No, make her use her creativity to make Roblox things that sell. My sis friend making things and make money. I mean, that's what I meant by like you can do stuff on Roblox where you're making stuff. And maybe this is where I'm failing as a dad, where I should probably look into that and then be like, look, make whatever you want on Roblox. I'll make an account. You can sell it through my account. And then whatever sales you make, we put into a little savings account for you. You can have $50 a month. She's 9. You can have $50 a month to do whatever you want with. Everything else goes into like a savings or an investment fund, a mutual fund, a ETF or something. That's not a bad idea, Kiwi. I like that. I like that a lot. You got my wheel. Yeah. Thank you, Kiwi. That's got my wheels turning. Hold on. Hell, maybe I should do it and then just say that this is the fun for my kids, and then they can just have it. Whatever. All right. So let me. I'm a handy dandy notebook dude right now. Hold up. Roblox, because you can build like environments and stuff, right? Builds. I'm just gonna put that. Research. Okay, we finna do that after this. Hey, if I was 9 and you giving me $50 a month, I'm a billionaire in my brain. You know how many times I can go to the arcade with $50? Back when arcades were a thing. You know what I could do with $50 at 9? Rich. Couldn't tell me nothing. All the McDonald's I want, up to $50. All the Taco Bell, up to $50. My 10-year-old son plays Roblox. He shows me the arena fight showdown thing and him being different anime characters. That's cool. That's cool. There are some cool elements to it. It's just that maybe it's where she's getting into. It's the realm of like the trash talk, the trash activities. It's like, man. Why not both try to make the thing on stream after 20? You're not wrong. I wanted to create my own game, but I was talking to my daughter about doing it with her, but we were going to do it because I code in Python and JavaScript and all that other stuff. And so all that other stuff, those are my main two. SQL. I wanted to make her make a like game with her where she is going to draw the character models. We scan it into the computer. We've already done things together where we create digital artwork, where I'm teaching her how to color online, how to add shading, not online, but on a PC, how to add shading, how to add highlights, stuff like that, make it like more 3-dimensional. We've done those classes together as father, daughter. So I wanted to take that stuff and adapt it into like a game. So if $50 in India, I could buy. Sorry, I'm in Switzerland, where taking her to McDonald's, me and her, is about $50. Yeah. And I'd love to show you a receipt to prove it. Every once in a while, I'll send my family a receipt back in the States. My family back in the States a receipt, and they'll be like, for McDonald's? And like, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? It's not cheap over here. Okay, so hero. Which, by the way, you're from... Oh, Kiwi, are you from India? So here's a fun exercise. Go to mcdonalds.ch. CH is for Switzerland. And check out the menu prices on that. And then you'll understand where I said 50. I don't really like Roblox in my opinion, but any other game I try to get him into, he just he wants everything in the game from the start without playing and learning the game. And he's 10? To be fair, when I was doing Hogwarts Legacy, that was the thing that my daughter had a problem with. We created her own profile and she liked the story, but at the same time, I also gave her the outlet of playing with my profile as well, where she has everything. So there was like she can see what's coming. She knows she's going to get that hippogriff. And if she keeps doing it on her account, she's going to get the hippogriff. But then when she wants to play it, then she goes to mine. So, never thought that there would be this interesting of a topic of video games and parenting. Back in the days when they were like, if you let your kids play video games, you're a terrible parent. Where now it's like, no, it's the right video games and stimulating creativity and motor skills and all that other stuff that existed before, but you guys were terrified of video games. All right, so Let's go ahead and break up some magic. Dog. I would do that for now. Because a conversion rate due to us. Oh, even for Mac, I can buy half the. Oh no, it's the conversion rate has always been that trash. To be honest with you, the conversion rate has always been that. Switzerland is one of the most expensive, especially Zurich, one of the most expensive countries in the world. Like people will say, like, "Oh, your salary is this," and I was like, "Yeah, but my rent is this," and like, "Oh," like when you hear like what rent is versus what salary is, you hear the salary first, and you're like, "Oh, you make a lot of money," and then you hear the rent, and you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, wait, how much you have to pay for bills and insurance? Oh, and they're mandatory. Insurance is meant to, and you got to pay how much? Oh, you know what I mean? Like it's, whew, and this dadgum war ain't helping nobody. Anyway, let's get over it. Dog lady, I've been distracted. That's what it's been. Who you with? Who you with? I'm going for the uncommon magic fragments. That's what I thought I was getting before. Did I not do it? Am I that slow? Am I that slow? Bup, 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 bup. Nope, that's premium. Oh, that's fighting. I am that slow. Ugh. One, two, three, four. Let's go. Um, Merlin carries like 4 time space junctions. You gotta okay, cool, 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 cool. Because I've been excited to get her, and I think I told the story already about how I like pulled her. I'm so happy, and I still get one more pull in the next 16 pulls, and I'll be able to like go ahead and take her P5, which is what is up. No, before the war, it was like 1 to 82, 97. Damn, I didn't know it was like that, bro. I didn't know it was like. Well, to be fair, I mean, inflation has come out and like changed things for us as well, which like to the benefit of the franc, which that's where I'm at. But damn, that's a. I I apologize for doubting you in any way, shape, or form. My sincerest apologies. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. You guys saw basically a 25% increase or decrease in value, I should say. That is wild. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is, in case you didn't know, I work in banking and finance and stuff like that. So that's why, like, that's really sticking with me for the moment. For the moment, it's like, what are y'all doing? Will y'all let somebody else breathe? 87 to 92. What are we doing? Ways to wake up one day and be like, oh, so my money is worthless right now? Thank you for all of that. Jeez. If I were you, I wouldn't want to talk to an American right now. Y'all messed up my groceries. I had everything planned out for the month. Then y'all got want to act like a fool. Now I gotta pay. I'm not even over there. Lord have mercy. Sometimes, like my mom would say, sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. That is anyway. I mean, to be honest, Merlin can carry in all of them. Mm, can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. 100 rupee. I can get high quality direct farm vegetables for 3 to 4 days. Oh, on like so like on $2 you can do that approximately. I mean, I can't do that. I would love to be able to do that, but I guess it does just go along with the cost of living. To be fair, like all the cost of living, depending on where you are, the prices can seem like one thing in one place, but then when you account for salaries and earnings and everything else, then it's not. It may not be as wonderful as others would say from an outside perspective. So, as I don't know definitively, India was not my area for very. I only like even looked into. Well, no, I did look into that part. Ain't important, but I did professionally. It's not important. Um, But that does prove itself to be interesting. But it's one of those, like you said, 100 would get you your vegetables for 3 days, right? So that change now means that your cost for your groceries went up 25%. Even if it's, 100, 25% is still a lot. Like 20% is still a lot. Hell, 10% is a lot. So that's still like an additional burden that needs to be calculated and could change things a lot. It's going high because India spent a lot of forex funds on oil and gold. Oh, gold was gonna be okay, but it was already dipping in favor of silver before all of this popped off. And then that oil thing, yeah, we already know what that's going. We already nobody needs that explanation. But right before this all popped off, it was one of those because of the Basel three. You know what? Never mind. We won't get into that. But it was basically that they were allowing gold to count as something that could be changes were being made such that larger institutions would be able to use gold as a backing asset for loans. Anyway, and that was having an effect, and that was going down like a few months before uh the war kicked off and oil was going to be a problem. So yeah, just India. People don't know how forex works. They just blame any government. Facts. This government has changed all of foreign exchange. The one. The one. Okay. The one. All right. All right. Anyway, sorry. Back to seven deadly sins. We'll pull ourselves out of forex and finance talk and inflation and imports. What's your ice team going to be? Okay. This is okay. All right. So, this is what I'm trying to determine, which is I already know who the starting lineup is going to be. Clotho is a must. The more I play with her, I remember I put out she's the best character in the game when she first came out. And then I started to, I didn't say it out loud, but I started to pull back, like, is she? And now the more and more and more I play, I'm like, no, she is. She's that one. Jericho, Merlin, Meliodas. Merlin took the place of Manny for a moment. As soon as I pulled her, I just dropped her in there because I'm gonna explore with this team because this is gonna be stronger than if I put Manny in. Then once I get Merlin up to like a representative level, then I'm gonna substitute I'm gonna substitute Manny for Meliodas, and then that's gonna be my cold team. Early first year government took loads of them so people don't feel the inflation. That is out of context for me, and it might be that there's like a 10 to 15-second delay. I don't know what you're referring to when you say that. All right, anyway. So yeah, that's gonna be my cold team. Meliodas is gonna be eventually replaced with Manny. They kept blaming the government. So last month, the prime minister was like, "Go to hell now. I'm not taking the toll. Now you want things, then pay for it." Why does it sound like he's talking to an ex-wife? Fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You do it. No, fine. You go. No. You do it. You do it. Go for it. Hey, you. You were supposed to let me talk to the people watching. What do you? Oh my God! I just crafted a bunch of this stuff without meaning to, because of you jerks. And now I need to go cancel all of this. I do not need to use this platinum. Cancel. Up. Yep. Cancel. Up. Cancel. Up. Cancel. Cool. All right. I could have let that form, but I was terrified that I did the sunstone alloy instead of sunstone. Um, why not use Escanor on the burnt on the coal team? He doesn't really bring anything to us. Um, he will have oh, because you that's the thing. Soon as you're done with exams and stuff, bruh, get on my YouTube channel. There's tons of videos. Escanor is gonna be for the burn team, and though Merlin is going to be a good. I can go run Abyss Galland with Merlin now. Though Merlin and Escanor are, um, in this build, her weapon is Cold Element. If I'm gonna run her with Escanor, I need to use her Fire Element. I'm about to end up getting attacked again. Hold on one sec, my fault. Let's just fly up high and then we can talk while we do this. With my Escanor build, which will happen, and I think that's gonna happen pretty daggum soon. I am going to use Escanor with Merlin there, and then they'll be part of the fire team, and then I can finally, like she was bad. She wasn't bad, but she's not going to be Merlin. I can finally remove Gila from that team, and then maybe use her weapon somewhere else. That's the plan. Um, so for example, on this will be the cold. Manny comes up next. This is going to be the Abyss / Fire team. Gila is going to be subbed in, and I'm going to use Merlin instead once I get Merlin up to where she needs to be. So that's going to be where she's running with Escanor. So I know there's different ways to use her team. Just depends on how you look at it. Seven Deadly Sins is good. I never watched Fate. Seven Deadly Sins is good. Just like I said, and I'll say it 100 times. Only watch the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season made me believe the whole series was trash. Just the first 2. Just the first 2 seasons of Seven Deadly Sins. And then from that point, I'm on volume 24 of the manga, where volume 24 is part of season 2, but I'm just reading it just to get there. And then I'm going to take 25 to 42 as an exams. Oh, no. For sure, start off after your exams. For sure, start after your exams. Don't do that now. Don't do that now. Another recommendation for anime, Gachi Akuta. And while there's people in here, a couple of y'all, Cece has already told me to ask y'all about this, and she said her ears are going to be burning, so they better be burning now. There are a couple of animes that she told me that I should be asking y'all about, which is, one of them is called That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime. Apparently she loves this series. What do y'all think? She recommended it to me, and I'm not sure. And then she said Shangri-La Frontier, but I mean, I know that one's good. That's always been good. Merlin, Clotho, Jericho, Lance as support, and then Manny as the dual swords. Gucci Okato is such a good series. It's so good. I hate that I watched it now, because I wish I had watched it when there was 2 or 3 seasons. Lord have mercy, it's so good. So Jericho as the support, huh? And you're using Clotho as what? Because Clotho is my support. So then how are you using Clotho? Manny as the, well, I assume dual swords means that she's running as the what's it, sub DPS, but I could be incorrect. She is sub DPS with that weapon, right? Oh no, she's support. She's support with the dual blade, so she's not even building burst gauge like that. Jericho would be the better sub DPS, I would think. So Tensura is godly. Hold up, let me get to my Crunchyroll, because now I do need a series, because I did finish Gachi in a day. And so I need something for this evening. Crunchyroll. Oh wait, I already have whatchamacallit for. I need to put this on my save list. That time I got reincarnated as slime. That needs to go there. Tensura will be added to my watch list. Tensura. We don't have Tensura over here. It's not on my Crunchyroll. It may not be over here yet. Or at least not on my Crunchyroll yet. Damn. Sorry. Tempuru. That seems like something I should look at. All right. Oh, Tensura is the slime one. Oh. Okay. So, wait. Let me say this real fast into it. Okay, so basically, I was reading it wrong. Tensura is godly, says Raw Kiwi. Raw Kiwi said Tensura is godly. You need to watch it. Apparently, you might have good taste in anime. Don't let that go to your head. Chill out. All right, so Jericho has a barrier within her support. That's true. That's true. She gives cold damage with the barrier. That's true. When the barrier is up, then it does increase cold damage. That's facts. That is true. Okay, well, the fun thing is we can experiment with all this stuff and give it a shot. This is the part of this, and I think this is where I was getting a little bit bored. This is where, like, I love doing theory crafting and stuff like that. Oh, you don't have Clotho, unfortunately. Gotcha. Yeah. So in that scenario, Jericho has to be your support. But Clotho is so good at heals and whatnot. Need no damn barrier. Some situations, yeah, of course, I'm being hyperbolic, but no, she's so good. Okay, no, then having Jericho as your support does make sense. But then, is Manny any good with the dual swords at building up the burst gauge? Or is that not even a concern for you, Lil Mac? Now we're going to Merlin. Because I've completely distracted myself out of what I need to do next. Let's see. We are going to go to, oh, that 3 is done. This 3 is not done, and we need to beat this dude 2 times. So let's head in that direction. Again. Bet. But Daisy doesn't have the cold element. She has wind, earth, and lightning, right? I don't build burst, only combos ult if I really want to. Okay. I'm so burst. It's part of the reason why I don't use Daisy on the earth team as much. I mean, I have the team built up and it does pretty good, but I don't use it as much because I'm so like burst gauge focused. And I think that just comes from using Meliodas so much that now that's just like all of my strategies, which is probably a bad thing, start with the concept of building the burst gauge, even when it's not necessary at times. So when I'm running Daisy as my main DPS, I still try to build the burst gauge. Okay, that's not fair. Building the burst gauge with Daisy on the team is still good because eventually after you build the burst gauge, when you take your next 5 hits, you will be able to create a barrier for yourself and increase earth damage. So that actually works differently. But yeah, I'm so burst gauge centric that... All right, let's go. Let's see what this does. Oh, it does a lot of awesomeness. We love to see that. Will you? See, you hit me knowing you will die. This is just not logical. Look at that. I had to hit you 1 time. 1 time, and you gone. What is we gonna do? What is we gonna do? But the attack skill for Merlin is universal for all units. Is it right info that in Switzerland using mod sites to watch anime or movies is illegal? So you know it's illegal everywhere. It's illegal in the US too. It's just whether you decide to pursue it or not. I have had a person who, I mean, he wasn't my friend. He was like the boyfriend of an ex's best friend, whatever. Cool guy. He actually got a warning letter from Universal Studios for downloading movies. And the problem was is that just I don't know how true this part of it is. They were able to really track him down and get to him a lot easier because he was doing it on university internet. And so they were like, "Hey, yo, stop it." Whereas for others, you would and they could just disseminate the letters, say, "Hey, these 17 people have been doing it," and then the university and them just send out a warning or whatever. Whereas if you are individual, unless you're doing it on massive scale, it's 9 times out of 10 not worth it for them to chase you down unless they're trying to make an example out of you. But if you download 7 movies, is it worth the FBI knocking on your door? Probably not. But if you're doing like massive amounts, there have been cases in the US too. There have been tons of cases in the US too where people got busted for doing it, especially like in the early aughts and let's say in late 2010s or early 2010s as well, where people got busted, perp walk and everything, where they're putting you like in front of the cameras to be like, this guy got busted for illegal downloads and everything else. So it's illegal. It's for sure illegal everywhere. After Knicks win, Jalen Brunson over KD. KD can't lead a team to a championship. We've seen it for the years. KD's legacy is not looking so good. KD was also the person who turned down the Knicks, saying that you can't win there because there are. Did he say lame or cheesy? One of those two things. But he would decide to go to the Nets over the Knicks, which honestly, the Knicks were a dumpster fire then anyway. But still, that's going to live in history and not look so great. So, no, I heard from someone that they send fine letters home. I wouldn't even doubt that they would. But same thing in the US. I think the Swiss do send letters. I think the US comes and just knocks on your door. Why not some good VPNs? You can, but a lot of VPNs are flagged for being able to do that stuff. Like there were some situations where I needed a VPN, and so I just built one myself because using the apps and stuff, I would get paranoid if it's something like extravagant. But if it's just like for, oh, I want to watch this site or whatever, I think a commercial VPN is okay. As long as you have a mark on the enemy and tag skill, can proc the damage even if they're not ice. Say what, sir? I forgot about that. I need to go back and do her trial again. I forgot about that part. I need to re-examine it. No, Indian sites provide watch online options, so no need to download it in India. Well, I mean, there's plenty of sites that they want you to give a subscription service to. They ain't let you do it for free, though. In India, not Indian sites. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, here we go. Yeah, to be fair, I know some elements of how that works from a legal perspective, but I am far from the legal expert on that stuff. So I know of a person, personally, someone who I was talking to, he showed me the letter, who got a letter. As far as I understood what the letter was, it was a warning, not a fine. Like they weren't busting him. They were like, stop this now. So for whatever that's worth. Let's go. Also, I believe any unit on your team can apply the mark as long as you normal attack with them. Is this with the Grimoire? Actually, I just realized I said I was going to do something, and then I completely forgot about it once we got into the conversation about illegal movies. Oh, by the way, that KD argument, again, to hammer that point home, there was, I don't know if you thought I was going to argue, but KD went from one of my favorite NBA players to one that I loathe the most. So you can dump on KD all you want to here. KD doesn't have a legacy to me. Put it this way, KD's legacy, how do I put this? When LeBron retires, despite the animus with which he left Cleveland both times, not so much the second time, they're going to make a statue of him in Cleveland. Steph Curry, they're gonna make statues of him on every corner. Oh, I'm going in here with Merlin. She about to handle some business. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else am I thinking of? I'm trying to think of players with legacy. Oh, Jalen Brunson. They're gonna make a statue the size of the Statue of Liberty and put it next to the Statue of Liberty. He's gonna be able to run for mayor, and I don't even think that. I think if he asked the acting mayor of New York City right now to step down so he could be the mayor, the acting mayor be like, "Yeah, you right, you know how to lead." Like he has a legacy there. Russell Westbrook, quiet as is kept, and he's moved around. He's going to be welcomed back into OKC with open arms, and he's probably going to get some kind of like acknowledgement, if not a statue. I don't know if he's going to get a statue for real, but they love him there. Like Nick Collison love him there. You know what I mean? Like they love him there. So he's gonna get something there for his legacy there. Damian Lillard is gonna get something in Portland for his time in Portland. You know what I mean? Dwayne Wade already got it. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff. I dare you. I'm asking legit straight up. What city is gonna build a statue or give any kind of recognition to KD? Is SGA gonna get one? Hell yeah. This is why LeBron's gonna get one, and not even like LeBron did a lot, he did a lot, he did a lot. Don't get it twisted. However, if you are a part of the team that brought the first championship to that franchise, I don't see how you can't get a statue or like something. I want to say statue, but some places don't do statues. They do like big placards and they do a hall where they put like a memoriam to it, all that stuff. There's that marker that you were talking about that gets laid down. Jericho wasn't doing that before. She's doing that because Clotho's on the team. But SGA was the leader of the first title in OKC. Foul merchant, stuff be damned. They love him. So he's getting some form of like SGA gets a statue before Kevin Durant does. Let's just say we're gonna use statues, but it could be anything. It could be like just his face in a permanent spot. Oh, good point. That though, Mac, that's more about just timing and retirement. SGA is gonna play for another like 7 years. Russ is coming towards the end of his career, so Russ is gonna get his first, but that's just because like Russ getting one is the fact that SGA is going to get one in the future. This topic is NBA. Apologies. We go all over the place over here. We go all over the place. Here, high anime was like Crunchy. Did you forget that you were once the pirate sites too? High anime was like Crunchy. I've never heard of high anime. Did they become a pirating site? Crunchyroll, was Crunchyroll a pirate site? No. It's high. Wait, I'm confused. High anime was like Crunchy. So they were like a platform where you could watch anime like Crunchyroll. Is that what you're saying? And now they're like considered a pirate site. Is that what you mean? I'm a little bit confused by that. There was also a popcorn time that was basically free Netflix. That was awesome. I don't know how they got away with anything, but it was fantastic. But no, Russ gets one before SGA, but SGA gets one over Russ, if that makes sense. It's just that Russ is my age now. It's about time for him to retire. Yes, in his early days. Okay. Okay, bro. All right, so let me see. Back to building our Merlin. Where we at? So we're going to need to beat... Oh my God, we got to go beat that POS. How many times do I need to beat him first, though? That's 3. We need 4, so I need at least 1 more there. So I need another 3 here. So 3 attacks there, and then what, another 3 attacks on this side? I need to attack this pirate 7 times. All right, guys, buckle up. We're going to go ahead and switch up. I don't want to switch up teams because I kind of want to use Merlin, but I haven't been using Merlin anyway. Well, it's fine. I can still make it quick with this team. Hey, Manta Hawk, you're going the wrong direction. There we go. Move. Why am I moving? Why am I even dodging anything you do? You can't hurt me. Why do I even bother dodging? I can just spam kill you very quickly. Okay, maybe that was a little bit of dodging necessary, but you get my point. Tag in. Tag in. Die. All right. One. Is a pirate site which has DC servers. Used to handling X account, Telegram. Huh. We have to look into that. But I do love my Crunchyroll. I think you. Who would be more memorable, SGA or Russ? I mean, it's about the memory peak, and that team, the Russ, which is funny to say the Russ Thunder as opposed to like KD Thunder, but that's what it's going to be known as from now on, because Russ was the leader. Everybody wanted Kevin Durant to be the leader, and everybody kept saying Kevin Durant's not a leader. We see that now. Damn, who's going to be more beloved? Because here's the thing: that look at New York. You don't necessarily have to be a winner for people to love you as their favorite player. There's plenty of like players in NBA especially where they never won but they became like fan favorites or that fan base's favorite. Nick Collison is the example I would use for OKC. That dude didn't win a damn thing and he was far from a star, but the people in that city love that dude. Like, and I'm not saying you shouldn't. I have no like real opinion on it. He seems like, I guess, a cool enough guy, but like they love that man in OKC for some reason. So it doesn't necessarily be that you won. So, for example, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't like Luka Doncic. Like I don't like his style of play is okay, but he doesn't play defense. He complains too much. All that other stuff. Hakeem knows how I feel about Luka, right? I'm not. He'll never be my favorite Laker. I don't care if he wins 5 rings in a row with the Lakers. He'll never be my favorite Laker. Ever. He's never going to step over Kobe. He's never going to step over Magic. He's not. I mean, I'm not even a fan of. I like Shaq, but he wouldn't step over Shaq for me. Like he would never get past a lot. He'd have to go. I did not even want LeBron to go to the Lakers, and he would still have to do some work to become a more favorite Laker than LeBron. And I don't even consider LeBron a Laker. I like him. I don't have I don't have the animus that people had towards him based on Kobe's legacy or whatever. I like him. No. Melo? You think they're gonna make a? Well, maybe because he is from Baltimore and he did play for Syracuse. If they make a, because I like Carmelo Anthony. I don't know if he's Madison Square Garden statue worthy if Brunson won one. Okay, bye for now. Need to make. Hey, yeah, get on your project. Get your work done. We look forward to seeing you soon, especially within the next 3 days after you've done your exams, you've passed, you've got your fantastic grade, and now you can goof off and procrastinate and play video games with us, okay? Have fun. Oh no. Like, yeah, Mello, I guess Mello would. But he's not going to be considered like a. Did you really just reset? You didn't reset. Okay, I was about to be so mad. Like, you put yourself over there. Why are you getting. Why? Okay, you know. No, not a statue. I'm saying people love him, but never. Yeah, but I'm saying like even. I mean, yeah, no. You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna disparage your argument. You're right. Just like Patrick Ewing never won. You could not like the way New Yorkers talk about Patrick Ewing. You would have thought he won a couple rings for the Knicks. Charles Oakley. I think Bernard King didn't get a ring either. But the way they revere those players, you would have thought that they won them multiple championships. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I think every franchise has those kinds of players for the most part, where it's like you didn't win, but you were a fan favorite because we saw you bang your head on the floor and bleed and try your best to win. And so we respect it. We love you for it. AI, he took him to the finals, but he never won anything for them. And you cannot say a bad word about Allen Iverson in Philadelphia. Don't do that. You may not make it out. They love that man. So I don't think it's contingent on winning. Russ could still be the favorite of many OKC fans, and they still have a lot of love and admiration for SGA. It's just Russ was that dude who was running into the wall over and over and over again, never gave up, never left and went to the rival team that beat you in the playoffs the year before. He never did that. He stayed with y'all until you guys were like, you can't win here. It's fine if you get traded. We understand. You can leave. They conceded. They were like, he's not going to get anywhere here. We need to reset. And the fans were like, thank you. We understand that you're leaving. You'll be welcome back when you come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, KD still has posters of Cupcake in the stands whenever he shows up in OKC. So and what are we gonna do? Anyway, all this NBA talk while playing Seven Deadly Sins. I bet there's a gang of people who didn't see that coming. Let's. Oh. This is the one that annoys me the most, but there is a trick to beating this monster if you have Daisy. And not even like a real like good, oh my god, it's an amazing trick, but it's something that I figured out and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this from now on. We'll work this way. Get over there, sir. God, I hate this dude. He's just obnoxious. It's not even that he's difficult. It's just annoying. Sit your butt down somewhere. Take your death like a champion. Don't. What are we doing? All right. I don't necessarily need Clotho for this, but I don't want to break up the Cole team. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take Meliodas off. We're going to make this more difficult for me, which is not. Jericho's killing them before the burst gauge gets up. So I'm just talking that ish. Hey, I do that so many times. You have to push 2 buttons to get him to switch instead of just the one. Grimoire's up. Straight. All right. So now we go to old buddy over there. Boo. I flew too far away. Let's go ahead and get to our wind tunnel. So we can take the express lane to Mr. Obnoxious Elite Boss. Albeit the spirit of Melody or whatever her name is far worse. There he is. Drop. Booyah. All right, so now what we do with Daisy is we put up this and we put up this, and then this tracks him so we know exactly where he is when all these hundreds of others show up. Right? So see, and he's still this obnoxious. What are you doing, dude? Stay here and die like a man. Okay. So, almost done with you. Boy, boy. Alright. Done with that one time. How many times am I going to have to beat this dude? We're going to just go ahead and go and do this right fast. Gear this up on her. Come back out. He should be back by now, or at least close to it. It's just the story of Russ, I think, is better and more memorable than SGA's championship run. Again, that's a perspective thing. So you'll have some kid who has been an Oklahoma City fan for his entire life, and Russ is his favorite player, so he respects and loves SGA, but Russ is the one that introduced him to basketball, and Russ is the one who he followed, and he's 10 years old crying into his pillow because they lost to the Warriors. And you know what I mean? Like, there might be a different level of attachment. Dadgummit, you suck at it. There's going to be a different level of attachment to that player because of the emotions that he caused that young man to feel at a basketball sports formative age. Let me put it that way, where you're figuring out the team that you like, and not just because your parents like them and that they're cheering for them, but it's a team that you rock with and that you like. So yeah, it's there. And why not? Let's do a hurricane to kill this thing that does not need it. Ooh. Purdy. That's rough. Love that. Already love it. Okay. Manny can also help you with that, boss. Anybody with a dot can help. Can help. Oh, damage over time. We said with a dot. I was like, what you mean dot? Yeah, he brought home a championship, but more people were talking about Russ, in my opinion, him pulling off MBB. It's I don't know if it's more or less. I genuinely don't. But I can see the world where it's like, oh yeah, SGA, he's one of our I love SGA. And it's like, but who's your favorite? Well, Russ. you know, like I could see that really being the like, okay, well, yeah, but like Russ. What do you mean? Well, he is OKC. And it's like, well, so is SGA and all this. Yeah, no. We love SGA. We love SGA, but he's not Russ. I can see that. I can see that being the argument. Like, no, I love him. I love him. He brought us a championship. That was one of the best evenings of my life. And. Oh, so you like him more than Russ? Well, no, it's Russ. Good. They won't even be able to express it. It's like, no, but it's Russ though. I don't know how to explain it. It's Russ. It's Russell Westbrook. You can't. No, there's no. I can't. If you're not from here, I can't explain it to you. That's gonna be the line. A lot. Okay, so what do we do about this? Boo. How many more times do I need to do this? I hate this guy so much. 3 times 4, 12, 24. Oh my gosh. Truth be told, I do. Maybe I should bring in Manny too, just so I can try out this damage over time. Just to get used to the play. If I'm going to have to do that. And I keep hitting the wrong buttons with Daisy anyway. So you know what? Just because I'm going to have to deal with this dude so much, let's go ahead and bring in Manny. You're right. Let's go ahead and bring in Manny. It's fine. We're going to switch up the teams just to stop it. We're going to switch up the teams just a second. Switch. There is oh, and Manny, I also forgot. It's not just the damage dealing. It's also the blade, but I don't think it's also the buffs. But yeah, I think these are level 40. Oh, there you are. You tried to hit me in secret. Shame on you. Taha, there's another way to get rid of all the clones. Where you at? Where you at? There you. Is that you? That is you. Oh, sir, you made a mistake, didn't you? Hooray for Manny. Didn't do a lot of damage, but damn it if it wasn't pretty. Yo, I'm gonna need you to sit still, dog. I'm gonna have to go back through her rotations as well. Ooh, that was fun. All right. So now let's do a couple more masteries on. Thank God the cooldown, the respawn times are less. Oh, but I still need to do. Okay, I'm gonna do like 2 more battles here and then go somewhere, gather, and come back. Manny can also help you with that boss too. Anybody with damage. Oh no, I've already read. I'm sorry. Just read your comment twice. Okay, here we go. Hey, get away. Oh, is that you with the ha ha ha? That does help. That does help. Get back over here, dog. Get back over here. Come take these hands. Nope. Don't you run from me. Don't you run from me. I see you over there with your snowflake on your chest. Oh, I see you with the snowflake on your chest. Don't you run from me. Oh. Alright. 1 more and then we'll go gather and then we'll come back. With Merlin's special attack, you can hold the attack button for the beam. Special attack? Okay. Well, we'll try it. Like I said, I got to redo the entire trial anyway. Just relearn her kit. Because I did it one time in the beginning a couple weeks ago when she first came out. Oh wait, it's not supposed to be you, nor is it supposed to be you. It should be you. Who you with? Find the snowflake. Who you with? Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey man, you want to finish off, buddy, for me, please? Ooh, cold. Triangle. Oh, and you know what? I was like, oh well, let me try it while I'm doing it, and completely forgot. My bad. My bad. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to do some gathering now. We're just gonna fly up into the sky so we don't have to deal with the respawn, and then find out where we're going to next. Oh wait, there's start fragment over there. Oh, it's under me, isn't it? Boo. Hey, a chugga chugga. Hey, hey, where you at? See, this game is not great for people with ADHD. Now I'm distracted. I'm supposed to be doing her masteries and then gathering, and now I'm distracted. Now someone's coming to hit me. Buddy, what are we doing? All right, so we're going to just go back up here to this plateau, this mesa, and then we're going to go ahead, figure out what was the stuff that we needed to gather for her masteries. Stay focused. Stay focused. All right. Mining. Oh, no. I haven't been gathering this. I have not been gathering this. I've been gathering the other stuff. Oh no, this could be a problem for me later when doing these masteries. Like I'll get one mastery now, but this could be a problem. Once you hit triangle, hold the attack for the beam. I see Merlin doing hand signs. What, you didn't know she was in a gang? She's throwing up gang signs in the middle of this game? Is that what you didn't know that she was in one of those? You didn't know that she lived that life? I'm refraining from saying any gang specifically. We will not make that joke. I'm just going to say she's a part of a gang. I really should have brought out, what's his face, Dreyfus, but I'm being lazy and pushing the button 35 more times instead of pushing it for 2. What's up, Ibrahim? I finally got Merlin. I finally got Merlin. And I am so happy. I kind of want to sing that song, but yeah, it's a good song though. Yay for the chest. All right, so now hero masteries, and let's see where we at with Merlin. Where we at? Where we at? We'll do this. We'll do this. That mastery is complete. Potential point. Let's go. Bet. Go to the potential menu. Potential menu sounds funny. Anyway. TGS floor 6. Diane goes crazy. Well, I'm happy about that because I love putting my resources into Diane. Okay, so next we got to get to these other potentials. I've put so many resources into Diane because she is my favorite sub DPS. So good to know that. Enjoy Uncle personally until I got all the sins. I will not be summoning OG. OG? Who OG? You know the character that I don't want to summon, but I'm gonna have to? It's Gother. I just didn't like the character. I just don't like the character. Yo, can we mine some more? Is there any more of this out there? Yes. Oh, boss DN, not our DN. You mean the one that we have to face in the axe. Gotcha. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. That we have to face in the story mode. I don't know how to say. Plus, hey yo, net marble. Not even like trying to shade you or anything. And I know you're not watching the stream. There's only 4 people watching in the first place. And honestly, I say 4. It's probably less than that. Look, look, look. I'm gonna need y'all to allow us to reset the acts 1 through 14. I'm not even talking about rewards, but just it's like watching an anime series that you've already watched. Sometimes you want to watch it again and play it again. You can just be like no rewards. Can we get that? I mean, it's not even just flick the switch. There's some side stories, side missions I'd probably just walk through again, read the dialogue, like a comic book I'm going back to. I mean, that would be fun. I'm not about to start another account. I know some people do that. I'm not about to. I mean, please. All right. That's the easiest change for you guys. It's the easiest. It's so easy. You've already got the content there. All right. Masteries. Uh-oh. Am I gonna have to make a decision here? Well, too late for me to make that decision because I've already gone. Yeah. Oh. Story recap they had in Grand Cross. They will introduce it event. Okay, cool. I really would like if they did that. No bags. What you mean? You don't have any bags of those materials. Oh. Sorry, little Mac. I missed your first one. I did. And then I pulled King. And you know, me and patience, it don't exist. So yeah, that's gone. That is gone now. Not to mention, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I should be wrapping things up, and I'm still drinking my coffee. Raise your hands if you think that's healthy. Anyway. All right. So we're done with that one. And now I'm going to be one shy of, there she is. We love some Merlin. And now I'm going to be one shy of being able to complete these potentials here, which is cool. I'm not losing it because it will reset at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So there's no screaming out in pain from me today, but mildly obnoxious. I don't collect what daily? Oh no, that was the mistake I made. I was collecting the green ones daily, and I didn't even realize you're supposed to collect those. So I was just like, it just caught me off guard. Genuinely caught me off guard. It just slipped through the cracks. Completely forgot. But I mean, again, I'm gonna be missing one. I'll do it tomorrow. I think I even have a bag for it actually, or maybe I used that bag already. I might have a bag for it. I might have a bag for that one. All right, so now we get to battle this. Yo, you are way too involved in Merlin's wife. Escanor should be, or Merlin's life. Escanor should be looking for you because you were way too involved with his lady. I'm just saying. She always going to your little camp. Talk about leaks allowed here. I mean, okay. I will say, and I've said this 100 times before, but just the rules on leaks. I love speculation. I love what do you think's going to happen, or oh, I heard this. I don't like it when people speak it as though it's fact, and then others start saving their resources or burning their resources based on information that's like, yo, it's a leak, it's not confirmed. That's it. If you say like, yo, this is a leak, it's not confirmed or anything, but it seems like where it's going, bop, cool. So long as everybody knows that this is like leaked information and not something officially distributed from 7 Deadly Sins developer team, right? If I'm talking on it, that's fine, but I always take extra caution. Like, yeah, it's a leak. This is a leak. Don't plan according to this, but it's fun to talk about. So that's allowed. Just be sure when you do that stuff, just say it's elite. And I'll probably ask you anyway. Talking about the daily missions, you use them all up. Oh yeah. Them been done. Them been done. Albeit. Wait, let me check something right fast. Oh yeah, I've already did that. But there is that bag down there. Excuse me. But this one is a chance one, right? It's not a... Yeah, it's a chance one. You don't get to select. But is that the material anyway? Well, it is what it is. Okay, cool. Where was I going? I was going to beat up this dude who's trying to talk to Merlin way too much for her to already have a life partner. Okay, next time we're coming through with Escanor, just so he can be like, keep your hands off my wife. Wop wop. All right, there we go. Hey you. Ooh. I was trying to use it up. That's the one where you could do the beam, right? And it didn't because he knocked me back. Well, damn it, sir. All right. Okay, speaking of speculation, I wish Merlin had cube. That's her signature move. There's 3 bags with a chance. Well, we can go have a look at it. I don't know how you would incorporate that into the game except for like fighting the minions, but you couldn't do it for bosses because then that would just make it way too easy. But you could have, bruh, you are so rude. I was talking. I was having a conversation and you decided to just pop up. You are so self-centered. Selfish. All about you, huh? All about you. Give a damn what other folks doing. So rude. Oh, and then you go over to the corner and reestablish your health bar. Oh, go to hell. I hate it when they do that mess. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. You caused this. That's a lot of ice raining down, by the way. It looks beautiful. You made me move over there, and now you want to act up. Yeah, die. Because Merlin said so. All right, so let's get out of here. Rude. Haha, Merlin matches the dragon. Okay. Itchy eyeball. And there we go. Perfect cube is a shield, so could have gone into fire Merlin. But I thought, doesn't perfect cube also trap enemies? It does, right? Perfect cube can be both ways. It can be protection for someone or trap another. I thought. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember using it to protect people. But I thought she also used it. Plus, they've also been using Perfect Cube a lot all over the game to lock up different, like, side quests and side rewards that you can get when you're walking through and stuff like that. So that's also where they're utilizing Perfect Cube. You see it all over the place. There you are, you sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. All right, so Merlin, Lego. We'll do this. We will do this. And now we are, well, there's one exchange that we can do. Select that, confirm. And now, nada. That's not even in a bag, apparently. So I have to wait approximately 17 hours. And I will be able to get the final mastery on. And here's the thing. I'm kind of feeling stupid for not having done it before because I just was misreading stuff. At the same time, I'm so happy that I got Merlin today. I don't even care that it's going to be 17 hours. And I'm the most impatient person you'll ever meet. I don't give a damn. I'll go check the bags real quick, like you said. Let me check the bag. Let me check the bag. I'll check it right now, just to be on the safe side. Nope, not you. Here. If it's in there, then we doing it. It's not here. This is like blueprint stuff. This is for, yeah, the tokens. That, this is the, we're gonna just do this now. This is the chance thing. Use that. That's another. I always use the chance bags immediately just so I clear up space so I can see what's going on. I always use the chance ones immediately. Selection. Daily missions. I don't think it's under daily missions because my daily missions are still tied to Vanya, and I never saw where they allowed for, and maybe I just missed it after the update, where they allowed for a different region, right? Yeah, so only that. And then there's this bag by beating a dungeon boss. And then within this bag, it's a chance. Hold up, let me see. No, I mean, I'll go beat a dungeon boss real quick. I could use some more gold. So I can go do that real fast, beat this boss challenge. Then go beat the dungeon. I'll have enough to complete my daily missions at that point, and then we can see if I pull something. Let me be sure. We're down here, like this one, right? Sorry. That's the one where you have the selection bags. Oh, you mean in the daily missions? Forgive. Hold up. So daily missions. There's this one I see for defeating the boss, and then these two are exchanges for mastery material. I guess those could. The two missions just collecting a, yeah, those could. I mean, truth be told, it wouldn't hurt me to go look anyway. Why not? But is what it is. Let's go collect that stuff. Wherever that stuff may be. Oh, I gotta go. Boo. Boo. Okay, let's get this done. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Here's hoping. Wait, press square to see what's in. I'm just gonna go grab it. And let's see if Merlin can stand up to she can at this level. Especially given like all the stuff I've put on. She's already, I think she's already golden. Not, well, not golden, but you know. Yeah, she's already at 23. She's already at 23K. Oh, sorry. She's already at 23K. What just happened? How is she already at 23K? What did I do? Yo, lady, I'm gonna need you to focus on this man. All right, here we go. Oop, oop. She does build up that burst gauge fast as hell, though. Still love my Diane. That was the most southern I've sounded in a very long time. Still love my Diane is so southern. It's just the way okay, let me stop. My homegirl Beth Ann was making fun of me the other day because she was hearing me talk and she was like, oh, there's the southern. And I was like, stop. Stop it. We're not doing that right now. Okay, so you're done. Are we going to gather this stuff? Why not? I got a ton of cube keys. And I do need some of this gold. And those resources aren't exactly hurting. And I can chill here because you still have the trigger before the boss comes. We're going to go down to the mission bag. Why did it take me? That wasn't even what I was looking to do. Bruh. Sorry, I did it backwards. We're going to go do this now. We're going to start tracking this and we're going to warp. My fault, man. I went to the wrong damn place. I hope Bond has Snatch. Aren't those just two missions, just collecting 2 items? That's it. Basically, you still throwing signs. Oh, basically. All right, so here we go. Let's get up here real quick. Still throwing gang signs with Merlin. Hey, she represents, bro. She knows where she's from. And she's going to make sure everybody else knows where she's from. Throwing up signs. All right, so I wanted. Okay, the signs thing and everything else. Now, and this is just how my brain works. Now I have Jenny from the block stuck in my head. People think I changed, but I'm not. I'm still Jenny from the block. And that, if anybody ever believed that, but that is like Merlin throwing up signs where it's like people think that she's hot, but she's still Merlin from the block. That's why she's throwing up signs. I'm sorry. It's how my brain works. Is that I'm just thinking of like Merlin being from an area and being like growing up, going to the corner store, that kind of stuff. And then next thing you know, she joins the Seven Deadly Sins, but she's like, I'm still throwing up signs because I'm still from the block. Like, what is wrong with my brain, man? Who makes these connections? Nobody, not never. All right. Anyway, what is wrong with my brain? Where's the other bag? Collect blood essence herb. That sounds disturbing. All right. Oh, am I dropping frame rates? No. Okay. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Why is that song in my head right now? Lord have mercy. Please, please, somebody hammer a different song into my brain. I only know that song because I grew up as a teenager in the early 2000s, and that thing was every damn where. It was part of the reason why I loved having a CD player. That's right, a portable CD player. And then my first MP3 player, what? You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Okay, here we go. Let's get to you. Now we have these others. Let's see if this was worth the effort or not. It took me 90 seconds. Okay, let's go there. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. We go to the bags. When we go to use, it's in there. A Walkman. I remember my Walkman. I remember. And there was a guy who would, what's up, iPlays? Long time. There was a guy who I thought never liked me, actually, in school. He was a little bit older, not much, but a little bit older. And I thought he never liked me. But he got, which by the way, no 14-year-old should have this album, but he had DMX's Dark and Hell is Hot. And I was like, bruh, if I give you a blank cassette, will you make me a copy? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, he likes me. He thinks I'm cool. Okay, do it. And then I had that cassette, bruh. That was right before I got my first CD player, I think. Because I had a CD player and a Walkman at the same time. And depending on the budget and what was coming through, hey, that CD might have been on sale for $2. I can grab that CD. Otherwise, we're going to make copies with this tape. You know what I'm saying? Like it was back in them days. All right, here we go. We're looking for one. We got two. Why? I mean, I'm not complaining. Thank you, Lil Mac. I appreciate you. But, gee, I'm still, it's supposed to say, it said chance. I wish that's how lottery chances work because I would go buy a lottery ticket every damn day. You have a chance at winning money. All right, so let's go. She is fully realized. Thank you, Mac. Appreciate you for even making me go through that process that I was going to completely ignore and just wait for 17 hours. Thank you. All right, so now Merlin is as leveled up on her masteries as is possible. Next step is to keep pulling for her. Well, the next larger scale steps. I haven't done any of the side quests yet. Finish those side quests, get those star fragments, try to pull her. I need 16 more or something like that to get my next copy of her. And then hopefully I get another copy along the way. And then, yeah, it went from 17 hours to 90 seconds. Appreciate you, Mac. You won the stream today. And then armor wise, I've already selected the one I was saving up sets for it, and it pulled a 129. Thank you for that. Out of the other extra armor pieces, this might be why her level's so high. Weapons wise, we have the Black Flame Wings Wand. I just put that on there real fast. I think I snatched it up off of Daisy, actually. The black the Black Glory Staff was what I was about to say. We're gonna just leave that there. Pause. Anyway, albeit now I have a new nickname for tee hee hee hee. I had to say the joke. I had to say the joke, okay? I had to say the joke. I had to. I'm sorry. Okay? All right, so you skipping the next unit then? Not necessarily. This Merlin came when I readjusted my budget. And I'm surprised I stuck to it, to be quite honest with you. It depends. Who is, by the way, we were talking about speculation and stuff earlier. Bond, if he does come, is not going to be the next one, but probably the one after that, probably even like 3 months from now. Who is the next one? Excuse me. With the idea that these are all leaks and speculation and whatever else. I want Bond in this game so bad, but I don't think he's going to. They don't put the 7 deadly sins back to back. I said this like yesterday. They don't do it back to back. They always put like another tertiary character in between them. So Clotho comes between Escanor and Merlin. I can't think of anybody else's. What's the name of the evil elf that was tormenting King before he died and then became part of the helmet and then became like his friend somehow? That dude could be the next unit, and then would come Bond. You see what I mean? Like it's every other. Get 3 bags a day, 21 bags a week. That's what's up. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Liz is next, apparently. Someone else said that yesterday, and I have a hard time, and I'm not, this isn't shade to anybody whatsoever. This is all speculation. Helbram, that one. This is all speculation. So we're having fun here, and I'm going to talk hyperbolically, but it doesn't mean anything, right? I can't see where Liz is the next one. Like, what's the source on that? The reason being is like, when I said the 7 deadly sins were going to be released in like alternating order, where you take a tertiary character, a Daisy, a Clotho, whatever, and you put them in between the characters that are the most popular. Escanor, Merlin, right? Liz is one of those super popular characters because she is a main one, right? So it's hard for me to believe that they would put, or they haven't done it yet, they would put a super popular character in front of a super popular character. Boo, Lil Mac, boo. I never said you were wrong, but boo, you sound like Meliodas. You sound like Meliodas. And plus, you think that that's going to stop them whether she's released or not. They'll still put out a summertime calendar. They don't care. All right, anyway, but no, for real. Like, and I'm not saying you're wrong. My logic, but maybe I'm looking for a pattern that doesn't exist. But in my head, it would be, I'm not saying to the detriment of players per se, but it seems like it would be quite a bit of a strain. Like I do pay some money to the game. Oh, they did an outfit reveal. So yeah, she coming. She will be there. Okay. I mean, I'm not even. Am I disappointed that she's coming this soon? A little bit. I'm a little bit disappointed that she's coming this soon. Oh no, I think what they're gonna do with SR characters, and Bleach Soul Resonance has done something like this. They started doing this SR Plus thing, and they're releasing an SR Plus alongside an SSR. I think what you're gonna end up getting is something similar to what Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do a few years ago, which is they would release like 3 what were they called? Like legendary characters. And then they would release like 5 epic, well, really like 1 or 2 legendaries, 5 epic, and then like 6 rare, or however you want to put it. I feel like there's gonna be a burst of like SR characters that comes out, where it is we got these SSRs or whatever as they're trying to build the environment, build the economy and everything else, because they're still testing the bounds of the economy and how the in-game economy and how it's working. That's why you see so many adjustments around platinum availability, elite boss spawn times, all that stuff, because they're still building the economy in a way that keeps players engaged and doesn't make them feel like they have the burden of pulling out their wallets while still enticing them to pull out their wallets. So they're still figuring that stuff out. And I could see them being like on the anniversary or like in the 6 month anniversary, they just drop like 6 new SR characters. And it's just like, boom, there's more to add to that population. I could see it. No guarantee, but I could see it. Where was the outfit reveal? Okay. So she's at 23,619. The weapon I need to level up is the. I always confuse the staff and the wand. I know the wand. I guess. Damn it! It was the staff. I have to upgrade the staff. Let's say we're gonna get that up to level 40 for now. Priority is level 50 for the grimoire. As a matter of fact, can I even gut punch? Because guess what? I wasn't collecting that thing. So now we do have to wait this for 18 hours. So let's go ahead and level up the Breath of Glory staff to level 40. I wonder how long it will take them to change the older characters to keep up with the newer characters to release. Like a year, you think anyone using a regular standard banner character, unless they are a support character. This is my theory around. This is like my theory around characters in general, and it holds true in every game I've played from, and I got this from Craig actually. I gotta remember what his handle is because we became like friends offline. I should send him a message I was doing. And then we would talk like on Zoom calls before I would record something for YouTube, right? And one of his theories was, and it's one that has proven true over and over and over again, support characters over damage characters, always, always, always. Damage characters tend to have a shelf life of 3 to 6 months because people like to see numbers and they want to destroy stuff. Right? Support characters have a longer shelf life because the way their kits are built are to support those damaged characters. Yay, fantastic. So in that effort of doing that, what is this? What is this? What is this? Support characters tend to have longer shelf lives than your damage dealers. So investing in them more heavily will get you higher returns on the DPS characters. So to take Bleach, for example, I'm going to pull for as many dupes of tactical characters in Bleach, and I only want 1 copy of a DPS. So I'm going to take the DPS, I'm going to pull him once from that gotcha pull, leaving him alone. You're done. Then if there's a tactical character, I'm pulling until all my resources are gone. If it's a support character, I'm being more careful about the kit. With this game, it is going to be, if Meliodas is a special situation because everybody got him for free, so just dump into him because he's really, really good. He is the main character, so they're not gonna let him fall off too much. But like Escanor, right? They've already had to give him a buff to his crit damage, right? Again, trying to find the economy and everything else. Clotho. We're gonna stick with Clotho. Merlin, kind of, but she does have the damage in the kit, so I'm gonna remove Merlin. Who else is doing good support? Elaine. Elaine is also a regular banner person. Okay, cool. So like Elaine is regular banner. Like she's one of the originals. So she is going to, her putting up a barrier equal to X person's HP is always going to be a huge barrier because it's based off of someone else's HP. So as long as you can keep building her HP, that barrier is still going to be strong and solid. Whereas you just saw how useful Escanor was against Abyss Gallon, which a little disappointment, but still that versus now you put him into the raid where it's like cold and wind and he is useless. However, Elaine, whose element has is earth and may have nothing to do with the raid, if you're using her strictly for her barrier to put out the barrier and then dip out, that is still useful. Even though her element isn't useful in that area, you can still protect yourself and support yourself. So those support characters, I really, really think invest in them heavy. Merlin is a personal thing for me. I like Merlin a lot. She's one of my favorite characters, so I'm investing in her heavy. However, her kit to me, as it has 3 damage dealing and burst. Burst fire is gonna be useful for a little while. I can see where the lightning damage is gonna be maybe useful in the next raid or something, and in the cold. But then by the end of it all, there's gonna be a boss that takes only earth damage, and she becomes useless. So that's why I'm gonna pull for her more, whatever. But her versus Clotho, we can use the Clotho support. Ice, fantastic. But her main thing is if you hit me, we heal. Everybody. Diane, same thing. You hit me, we heal. Those heals, whatever the percentage is, I think it's 25% for rune wars and 10% for rune stones or whatever. 25%, 10%, stay 25 and 10%. So that's always going to be what it is. See, it is on my face. I do have sun coming in. That's why I don't stream so late. But that is always going to be there, right? It's always going to be 25, always going to be 10. There's going to be better or worse things that happen. Okay, fine. But she's going to still be useful even when Merlin falls off in terms of damage a bit. Does that make sense? And then if the next huge boss in Time Space Junction or whatever dungeon or raid is an earth boss that you can't beat unless you use earth damage, you won't be able to run up in there with Merlin, but Clotho will still be able to provide you heals. Neither one of them has earth in their kit. Hope that made sense. I over-explained everything. I'm sorry. All right. So, yeah, that's my strategy in Bleach as well. Yep. Also, in other gacha games, I play the update. They update the old characters. Dokkan, but oh no, they do, and they do reworks. But I don't think it's gonna be a hot minute before they do like a true rework or a buff to any of these characters outside of like the smaller tinkering where we're giving the weapon more crit damage like they did for Escanor. They gave Meliodas increase attack on his gluttonous sword because people were figuring out that you can use the black flame sword instead of the gluttonous sword and get better results. They increased several little tweaks, just like they did some tweaks to the armor. So it's the reworks and stuff that'll happen eventually, but I think is not smart isn't the word. It doesn't behoove you to wait or to try to consider when they're going to do any of these amendments because they're still trying to figure out the right balance to the game overall. They're still, I mean, the game is only 3 months old and they're adding a lot of stuff to this game. So, and there's a lot of mechanics working in the background and whatever in this game. So they're still finding their footing. Once they find their footing and they get a good, like, I assume a good like stretch of like, hey, this is going well, then they'll go back and revisit and be like, okay, so we released Escanor like a year ago. Should we give him a rework? No, maybe not yet. Let's give him a little boost to his crit rate, little boost to his crit damage. Let them do a rerun, and then we'll do a full rework in a year. You know what I mean? Like it'll be stuff like that. 33 seconds in the time space. Shh, not I. Not I. I am not that confident yet. All right, so with Merlin, I need a little bit more gold. I think I need to go to the boss challenge so I can get one of these keys. Then I'll hit up the gold dungeon so I can get this thing real quick. And then I may call it a video or a stream, guys. That might be it. The original plan was to finish up doing the screen recordings for king and a lane so I can make their guys. That just went out the window. Aries plus tax. Wait, you remember that I'm an Aries? All right. I'm an Aries on the cusp of Pisces. Yeah, I never believed in that stuff, but I always did the research. I found this stuff interesting. Found it very interesting. Anyway, boss challenge. So let's do the quick, dirty one. I don't really feel like really, truly attacking anything right now. Ugh. And I do desperately, I've said it 7 times already, and I apologize. I desperately need to go ahead and whew. Actually, let's have a little bit. There is no fun to be had here. It's going to be me doing this, me doing this, me doing this. He's going to come down, and then I'm going to be like, yo, take this. He's going to hit me from behind. Yep, take that. Yep. Yep. Nope, over there, over there. There he is, tagging. Boop. Boop. Miss me. Boop, boop. Miss me. I was holding the thing now, and what's going on? I held the triangle. I held triangle, dog. I held triangle. I'm holding it again. Triangle being held. Nada. I think it's like circle then hold triangle, to be fair. I'm being funny, but... And he still died. Alright, so there's that over and done with. We do not want that reward because I'm not wasting 10 cube keys on that trash that's coming through that cube. So now we get the 5. I'm going to go directly to the gold dungeon. Because now to me in my head, this gold is free. Because I got 5 cube keys off of that other thing. The boss challenge. So enter. Not free per se. Press triangle, hold square. Oh, right. Okay, right. Okay, right. Okay, right. I hate this dude. I've come to find out I hate all bosses that jump. If you jump, what are you doing? Sit down. Why are you just sit your at? What is this? All right. I don't have any of that because they made you reset this stuff because that was supposed to make things fair, as if you can't build up these things faster if you pull out your wallet, but it is what it is. Why are you targeting these little bitty things? Nobody asked you to do that. I mean, I probably did on accident, but don't listen to me all the time. You sit your I want to be like Mike ass down and let me hit you in the face a few times so we can get out of here. All right, there we go. Hit triangle, then hold. Yeah, eat it. I got the ice super soaker. What's up? She's doing damage though. Look at all them numbers. There's so many numbers they're just stacking on each other. I need to hurry up and get this grimoire up to a higher level. Because it feels like that resets fast as all get out. Oh, I need to hurry up and finish this fight. Hold up, sorry. Yeah. That, ayo. So we get the 10. So we get 500,000. Hooray. We can finish up with that. Got a tag in the middle of the beam. Okay. Okay. I hear you talking. Okay. I hear you. Tag in the middle of the beam. So you hit triangle, square, and then when square, you tag in Manny, I guess. Once you see a 20 stack on the bottom of your health bar. Okay. Well, I'll probably do 7 Deadly Sins tomorrow as well, but it's gonna be earlier in the day because I'm gonna do this before I go to the gym in the morning, and then I'm gonna do all of my. I'm a grown up and have to do these activities in the afternoon. This morning I had to do it in the morning. I had to finish this course. All right, so let's go ahead and get down here. Let's collect this other stuff. Hooray, hooray. A. And then we will go back up to you. Get over here to you. Re-enhance. That was not it. Where was I going? It was that thing. I was about to say, like, all right, so this will be up to level 40. Bet. All right, so you got a normal attack 4 times to get the frost stack, then beam. So we're going special skill, 4 tap, normal attack. Then I get the beam, and then I tag in. Then tag out, do normal skill, special skill, tag back with Merlin, go crazy with the normal ult and circle, then just tag. All right, I'm gonna copy this, and then this is what I'm gonna try. Laters. All right. So guys, it has been real. It has been fun. It has been real fun. I know that is a cheesy old joke, but it is what it is, right? I'm cheesy and I'm old. What can I say? Sometimes you just have to embrace your weird, embrace your different. All right. Let me save this real quick before I do forget. I recommend. What? Who? All right, whatever, dog. That's something I need to explore later. I don't know where that comment came from. All right, so we've leveled up. Haha. Theoretically, I could take this to level 50. That may happen later today. With this staff, I think I could take this staff to level 50 as well. Now, the platinum is there. I'm just missing these things, which I need to go find. And I should have a bag that would give me some of them. And now I got to double check to be sure it doesn't interfere with this. If it interferes with this grimoire, all those things can wait. No, it doesn't in any way. I can make these right now. This is what I have to farm later. And I have 57 of these. So I will be able to do that. So, guys, thank you for watching. As I am so happy that I have Merlin. Yay. Yeah. We are going to go ahead and, end the stream now. So tomorrow I will try to record something on Merlin in terms of like her guide. And I do need to finish up King and Elaine at some point. Tomorrow might be a heavy stream day. I may have to do a lot. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. That was a lot of words really fast. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Have a good evening, like where I'm at. Good night, good morning, and a good